Today, Emilia Perez. Yeah, I know. Oh, the infamous movie I've been hearing about for months now, for months. First seen it on TikTok, where the infamous song, it was being completely horrendous, completely horrible. There's no way for me to describe you what the song is. I just have to show you it. So here's the song.
Hello, very nice to meet you. I'd like to know about sex change operation.
I see. Men to woman, or woman to men.
Man to woman.
From penis to vagina.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible, right? I do better vocal performances singing in my music commentaries. It was offensive to trans people. It's not the fact that it's a bad song. We all know it's a bad song. It sounds like a joke. The lyrics, when you're saying lyrics like this,
Man to woman.
From penis to vagina.
and this,
Is it for you?
For me.
Laryngoplasty. Yes. Control laryngoplasty.
What is that?
Adam's apple reduction.
Yes.
No.
how could you not get offensive to this when this is the target demographic? If that wasn't enough, oh god, the movie is just terrible, right? So me personally, I've never seen the movie, but I've seen people, I've watched YouTube videos of people reacting to this movie. I know that doesn't count with me watching the movie, but it's just a bad movie. We did a simple Google search of the name Emilia Perez. And it's something I usually look at. I usually look at the percentage of people that like that certain thing. Here is the percentage of people that like this movie. It's 17, which is the lowest I have ever seen of anything ever, right? The movie released on November the 1st, 2024. So the movie hasn't even been out for that long. It has a rating of 5.5 on IMDb. It has 2.1 out of 5 on Letterboxd, but a whopping 72% on Rotten Tomatoes. Here's some notable names as in this movie. We have Zoe Saldana, Selena Gomez, like I said earlier, Carla Sofia Gasson, who played Emilia Perez. From what I hear, this is a very not so good stuff.
Fuck you too!
Let me just read you what the movie's about, or what it's supposed to be about. Here we go. Here's on Rotten Tomatoes. From renegade entier Jacques Audiard comes Emilia Perez, an audacious fever dream that defines genres and expectations. Through liberating song and dance and bold visuals, the Odyssey follows the journey of 4 remarkable women in Mexico, each pursuing their own happiness. The fearsome cartel leader Emilia enlists Rita, an underappreciated lawyer stuck in a dead-end job, to help fake her death so that Emilia could finally live authentically as her true self. Sounds like a good movie, right? Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, yeah, this is a musical. I don't know how you could have a musical when the only person that can actually sing in this movie is Selena Gomez. Looks like she's in a knockoff Lady Gaga music video. Wow. Juan Manditas Del Monte wants to go through gender-affirming surgery. Okay, so Rita finds a surgeon who agrees to perform the procedure after hearing Mandita's recollections of gender dysphoria during childhood. That sounds great, right? She found a doctor to do the procedure for one. That's great. Well, Vazzy, just play the clip.
Lady, you know I only fix the body, but I will never fix the soul. If he's a he, she'll be a he. If he's a wolf, she'll be a wolf. If he's the wolf, you'll be his sheep.
That is the doctor that would do the procedure, who we clearly know is not a singer. Like, what are we doing here? Like, I feel like if they took out the musical part of the movie would have been at least just a little bit better. But no, they said let's make it a musical. Continuing on, 4 years later in London, Rita encounters Emilia, who wants to reunite with the children. Rita arranges for Jesse and the children to return to Mexico City to live with Emilia, introduce her as a distant, wealthy cousin of Manita's who has volunteered to help raise the children for like their whole rest of the movie. Nobody knows that Emilia Perez was once Juan Del Monte. Jesse does not recognize Emilia and opposes the arrangement, ultimately agreeing to return to Mexico only to reunite with Gustavo Brun, a past lover with whom she had an affair during the later years of her marriage. Emilia uses her connections with incarcerated cartel members to create a non-profit that identifies the bodies of cartel victims in order to return them to their families. Meanwhile, Jessie continues rekindling her relationship with Gustavo. She tells Emilia that the two plan to marry and move the family to a new home. When Emilia refers to the children as mine and becomes physically aggressive, Jessie flees with the children. After Emilia cuts off Jessie's allowance and threatens Gustavo into leaving Mexico, Jessie and Gustavo kidnap Emilia and demand ransom from Rita. As she receives a package with a few of Emilia's severed fingers. Arriving at the destination location, Rita attempts to negotiate with Gustavo, but a shootout ensues with the security team Rita has hired to rescue Emilia. Emilia finally reveals her true identity to Jessie, recounting intimate details of their first meeting on their wedding day. Gustavo and confused Jessie load Emilia into the trunk of Gustavo's car and drive off. As Jessie slowly realizes what has happened, she's become guilt-ridden and orders Gustavo to pull over, holding him at gunpoint. Oh my god. As the two struggle for the gun, the car veers off the road, killing Gustavo, Jessie, and Emilia. Big explosion from the car. Rita, devastated over Emilia's death, tells Jessie's children what has happened and offers to be the guardian. Epiphania marches into the street, singing Emilia's eulogy and celebrating her fight for truth and freedom. So that's basically the movie. See, on paper, it sounds like a great movie. The whole story, right, is excluding the music. Let me just talk about it being a musical for a second. I already told you about the song from earlier. But then we also have bangers such as Zoe Saldana dancing very well. She's dancing. I don't understand it personally. Like, some of the singing in this movie, half of it don't sound like singing. It just sounds like you're extending your words to make it sound like you're singing. That's not singing. Right, the production of every song they made is bad. Let me not go through this video not talking about it. The director who also wrote the movie, Jacques Audiard, who was originally from France, who's 72 years old, has previously admitted that he has done no research into Mexican culture or anything Mexico. He just made the movie of everything he thought Mexico was, which is why you see the movie start with a mariachi band, because we all know mariachi gives Mexico. I'm surprised the first scene wasn't someone eating the taco. Like, what do you mean you did a movie based in Mexico without doing any research into Mexican culture? Like, do you know how insane you gotta be to say, I am going to make a movie about Mexican culture? Am I going to research anything about Mexican culture? No. I know enough. Mariachi bands, tacos, nachos, enchiladas. This man is basically as old as Donald Trump, and he's making a movie about Mexican culture and there's trans people. And he did neither right. Somehow, for how bad this movie is, it has gotten so much praise. At the 97th Academy Awards, aka the Oscars, Emilia Perez received a leading 13 nominations, including Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actress. Oh, and by the way, Carla is the first openly trans woman to be nominated for the category. That's a great feat with itself, but not for this movie. At the Golden Globes, the 82nd Golden Globes, the film won four awards, including Best Motion Picture for a musical or comedy. It got 11 nominations for the 78th British Academy Film Awards. We don't care about the British Academy Film Awards because we're in America, but the people of Britain is also caring about this, which is actually insane. Even the people who did the music, they're also French. No one in this movie is Mexican. Selena's the only one who could be Mexican. Father is of Mexican descent. Her mother is of Italian descent. You got more Dominican and Puerto Rican in the movie than Mexican. How is that even possible? The only thing you got right for representation is having a trans person playing a trans person. Like, that's the only right representation you have in terms of playing a character. And you couldn't even do that representation right. Opinion, movie bad. Don't know why it's getting any award nominations and it's winning awards. People have not stopped talking about how bad the movie is. That was Emilia Perez. There's not much else I could say. You have yourself a nice day. Like and subscribe, boy.
Your mom's a hoe.